Hello and welcome back to Gemini 2006. Today I'm going to be reviewing two things. I was recently at the New England Air Museum in Connecticut, and it's right by Bradley International Airport. In the gift shop, I got two things. This is a Air France Boeing 777-200ER Gemini jets. I don't know the exact year. I tried to search up the model number, but I can't seem to find any names. And I've seen this before, Charlie Bravo. To be honest, I don't know what that is. Although I feel like I've seen them listed, the Charlie Bravo ones listed for less. So I'm not sure if it's a cheaper line or a more expensive line, or just something that's different, or maybe the old Gemini jet's name. I can't be 100% sure. My best guess is that this is from like 2008, because the mold seems very similar to a British Airways that I have, which I'll compare it to. That's also 777-200ER, and the mold seems very, very similar. But yeah, they were at the shop, and I guess they didn't know that these sell for a lot more, so we got it for only $25. I saw this exact model for eBay for like $75 a couple months ago, and I missed that auction. But here, the only difference between this, the only inaccuracy to the rest of my airport, this is the older Air France livery. I'll get this, I'll show it later, but it's a very slight difference, and I figure if it's in my airport, like, who's gonna really care? I figure it's different, it's not too different. And then the second thing I got is this, Eastern Airlines. Someone donated this, Eastern Airlines, just like a book of agreements and flight planning systems. So I'm going to review that second, but first let's get into the Air France 777-200ER. Starting with the box, on the front, this is the older Gemini jets. So you can see just a blue background, red quarter circle. To be honest, I'm not sure what that is. 1:400 scale. Air France is a picture, Boeing 777-200ER, Air France, that's the older livery. As I said, I might have this at my airport, but you know, who's gonna really care about, like, it's literally a red line. That's the major difference, the noticeable difference. Here you can see the registration, Foxtrot, Golf, Sierra, Papa Charlie. And on the side, France, I'm going to the back, Boeing 777-200ER. Now when we bought this, it was unopened. It was from a man's collection that he donated, or his family donated, and it was unopened. But I was at the store and I saw $25, and I would question the legitimacy of it. So it is technically not never before opened. We opened it once to check if it was real. Turns out it was, so we bought it. So yeah, you can see a good example of the old Gemini Jets boxes. Like I said, my best guess is this is around 2008, because I have a British Airways 777 that the mold seems exactly the same to me, and that was the 2008 mold for the 777-200ER. So my best guess is that this is from 2008. So without further ado, let's open the box. Probably for the first time in, well, let's see, that would make it 12 years. So this is just like the modern Gemini Jets boxes. This flips up. This is already a little bent, a little warped, so doesn't need to be pulled out, but you grab this. This is yellow. I'm not sure if the old boxes were yellow, or if this got stained yellow over time. But you just pop it off. If I can. Get it from this side. Take these little sheets off. This piece is wrapped around the nose. Didn't know that. And then just lift it out. And there is the Gemini Jets Air France 777-200ER 2008. So looking at the model, the reason I believe that this is 2008, actually I could be wrong now that I take another look at it, but I have this right here. This is also a 777-200ER, but this is the British Airways one. Now that I look at them, there is a slight difference. This nose seems to have more of a hook, slanted at the front more, and this mold also seems a little smaller. Oh, I'm not sure. The gray lining around the windows, I see that more with the newer models, and on this one it doesn't have it, so maybe, I mean, I would assume that this is older, but I guess I could be wrong. But like I said earlier, sorry about that, my camera just cut out for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but the difference with the liveries, pretty much, let me get my other Air France aircraft. This is the 787-9. The major difference you'll see is the font. This is more of a sleeker, slimmer design. That's more of a puffy design. And this is the major difference that I noticed. There's this red line here, and it's not here. That's really the only difference. The tail is a little bit different, but they look super similar to me. And another one is the Air France logo. Here you can see the Air France KLM, if I can focus. Now you can see the Air France KLM logo on the new livery, and that's what it used to look like, Air France Group. This model, let me just move this one out of the way. Some notes about this one. There are no antenna on the top at all. The famous horse that you see in all of the Air France engines doesn't appear to be here. It's replaced by a simple GE90. Looking at it from the top, we'll start it with from the top. You can see they have good detailing. I'm trying to go a little lighter with this model because I don't know what year it's from. It could be super old. So I'm just trying to perceive it that way. This looks good. You can see they do have the outlines for the slats on the leading edge, flaps, spoilers, flaperons, and the ailerons are out here. I'm surprised about this. I don't even think that my British Airways one has it. Well, maybe the paint came off. But yes, the navigation lights, the green and red, is still on there. Oh, now that I'm looking at my British Airways 777 also has that. It's just that it's been scraped away on my British Airways. Like I said, the top doesn't have any antenna, and I don't believe there's any antenna on the bottom either. Looking at the front, the nose seems a little slim. I'm not sure. Seems to arch up quite a bit more than the other models, or my other 777 models. Then moving back, Group Air France. That's one difference that there definitely is, but you know, I'm gonna put a poll up right now. You guys tell me if I think I should have this in the airport or not. Like, is it too different from the new livery for me to have? But anyway, you're gonna move back. There's the side door, forward side door, and then there's Air France, older font. I could be mistaken, but that color the navy blue looks a little deeper than on the new Air France. And then there's windows all the way back. There are no detailed fire escape or emergency escape doors over the wings. There's no detailing for that. Then moving back further, there's the luggage. There's the cargo, registration, Foxtrot, Golf, Sierra, Papa Charlie. Moving back, Air France tail. Then looking at it from the other side, it looks pretty much identical. Although this, I didn't notice this until now, but there does seem to be a crack. Let me just zoom out. Let's just see if that's supposed to be there. Yeah, that does look like that's how they put the tail on. They glued a separate piece for the elevators on. And then, so that's a little unfortunate. It's not really noticeable. Moving forward, it's pretty much identical to the other side. Now going to the bottom of the aircraft. There's the Gemini Jets logo, and you know, the color, you might be able to tell what year this is from, because I know the new ones are blue and yellow. This is blue and silver, Gemini Jets logo. The engines have the red line around them. There's a stand. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure the new stands, hole for stands on the newer Gemini Jets aren't that big. I think they're smaller, but I could be mistaken. These wheels are not rubber, like on the newer ones. They're rubber, and they don't spin either. Moving back, again, there's this unfortunate line where they glued the ailerons on. I'm going up to the front landing gear. Front landing gear, also plastic, also doesn't roll. However, it does do the trick. So I believe that is pretty much it for the Gemini Jets Air France 2008 777-200ER. Let me just show you what it looks like at the gate real fast. So this is what it looks like at the gate. Pretty simple. Just looks like every other 777 mold that they have. Let me switch sides. Yeah, I can see fits well with the jet bridges. There hasn't been any change there. So yeah, that has been the Gemini Jets Air France 777-200ER. Now I'm going to go to the review of the Eastern Airlines, the booklets that I got. So let's jump over to that. So this is the Eastern Airlines booklets and books manuals that I got. Around the edges, there's this nice light blue round. This is blue. This is just like the same material that school binders are made out of. And then on the side, Eastern Airlines logo. So when you just flip it open, this is the first book that came on top. This is the pilot who owned it. I'm not sure if he or she donated it or if the family donated it, but their name is B.W. Putney, I do believe. I don't know what else that letter could be. So looking at the first booklet, agreement between Eastern Airlines and the Airline Pilots Association International. This is published in 1965, I think. That's the date that I find most commonly in here. This is really simple. I don't want to show you too much because it would take a long time, but this is just, this is the subject index. Definition, mileage pay, moving, traveling, flight pay, grievances, jury duty, longevity, pay rates, missing pilots, first and second officer percentages. So if you just go, yeah, this is section 1 recognition, section 2 definitions. This is just an old booklet, and the back is just white. So let's go on to the next one. Next one is the Eastern Airlines Flight Planning Systems, Flight Standard Information Bulletin. Just flip through. This is a really skinny one. This is just like system forecast, taxi time, turn stations, stuff like that. And then this is one I was interested in. This is the study guide for the Boeing 720, which, to be honest, I didn't know. I hadn't heard of the 720 before I saw this booklet. I googled it. It's pretty much just a 707. Looks like a similar fuselage. I'm not sure if it came before or after. I'd imagine before. And this is just like questions with answers here. Like here, does utility accumulator store pressure? And then 6 is the answer. No, it is used as a surge dampener. This is just a study guide with answers, pretty much. Simple yellow booklet. I'm not sure. Actually, it does say the distributor was Alpha. I'm gonna assume that's Alpha even though there's no H there. Then the next one in here, this is an interesting one. Eastern Airlines Employee Handbook. Oh, just so you know, all of this stuff is from the 60s. I looked at it. It looks like the oldest thing is from 1961 and the newest thing is from 1968. And here, this is the Employee Handbook. You'll just flip through. Yeah. Just orientation. What is Eastern Airlines? Eastern is the free world's second largest airline in terms of passengers boarded and in number of takeoffs and landings. In 1978, Eastern carried 37.4 million travelers. So I guess this one, all the other ones say 1960, but I guess I missed this part. If they're mentioning 1968 or 1978, this must be the newest thing in there. So this is post 1979. So this was right around their liquidation, I believe. They ceased operations in 1980. I can't remember, but this was right around the end that this one came out. So moving on to the next one. This is the Mark II Omega navigation system, pilot's guide. To be honest, this is all pretty outdated, but you can see, I'll just show you a page like this. I don't know what this means. Some people might know. I do know that they are, they go through putting in coordinates onto the computer. I'm not sure if they have the same name as they do now, but you can see just how to put in coordinates, and disengage. So that's pretty simple. That's a summary of displays. And then the next booklet, there are actually 3 of these, the RDR weather radar systems. There's 3 of them. You can see here. They're all just saying what warnings could come up, what lights mean, and what storm patterns could be what. This is for turbojet aircraft. Interesting. Actually, this is not RDR. This is just for all aircraft. This is basic, just saying how to detect storms. What pitch to be at to detect storms if you suspect there being one there. And then this is the last one. This actually is RDR again. RDR-1E weather radar. This definitely looks a lot newer. This is in color unlike the rest of them. I'm not sure what year this is from, but this is definitely newer than the other ones. There's no publication dates or anything on these. 727, DC8, DC9s. So just flipping through, talking about the ANT-1N antennas. Again, ranges and what different lights mean. And then this is the integrated flight systems. This is like, I believe this is the basics. Yeah, right here. That's flight director indicator, that's what they call it on here. Course indicator, there's a heading. Flight director controls. Well, I guess they have different names for that. That is the 329B8F flight director. This does also look newer. So maybe most of this stuff is from like 70s and 80s, and a few of them are dated in the 60s. And this is the last one, non-precision instrument approach. Now I'm not sure if this is Eastern Airlines or manufacturer that distributed this. Oh yeah, this is Eastern Airlines that distributed this. So this pretty much just tells you all the factors that go into final approach and landing. Their tests, luckily, this is still pristine pretty much. Actually, yes, a few of these are pristine. Almost pristine. There's some rips and tears somewhere. There are few rips and tears. Here she signed their name. A couple of them, like I said, B.W. Putney. However, this, along with a couple of the others, seem to be in pristine condition. Not even the little tests inside are filled out. But this, yeah, this is basically just how to approach, what systems you'll need to approach, that sort of thing. And that is the box empty. So, this was a big review, interesting stuff. This was all from New England Air Museum. If you live in the area and you want this stuff, it's cheap, $25 to $50. I definitely recommend you go over there. They have a bunch of vintage stuff. They have vintage Gemini jets. They have the another one that caught my eye was the United 737-500 in the old livery. And they have a ton of these. One I saw was a flight checklist for B-52, and there's a flight checklist for the 747-100. But I liked this because this kind of just had everything in it. And the 747 was more expensive, but I definitely recommend if you're an aviation enthusiast and you want to pick up some stuff like this, go to New England Air Museum. It's right on Perimeter Road around Bradley International Airport. But anyway, this has been Gemini Jets 2006 with the Air France and the Eastern Airlines booklets. So this is going to be Gemini Jets 2006. Signing off.